Alright, so this is a review for Winnie-the-Pooh's Blood and Honey, which I am still currently watching because it is free and available on Peacock. I am 25 minutes in, and let me say that this movie is fucking awesome. so far. And before you say, it's trash, blah blah blah, you are taking this as a serious horror movie, and it is not. Respectably, it's not. The first 10 minutes where we saw the whole backstory of the 100 Acre Woods and all of his friends going cannibalistic because Christopher Robin abandoned them, that could have been a great short film, honestly. And that whole first part, amazing. The acting was terrible for Christopher Robin and his girl, but like the rest of it was good. And before you make passes on the monsters, Pooh and Piglet so far, can you do it better? If you can do it better, I'd like to see. But so far, this movie is actually really funny. It's not scary, but it's entertaining. And I'm 25 minutes in. So I don't feel any sympathy for Christopher Robin. I really don't. And you could say, oh, well, he had to leave. He had to go to college. No, the fuck he did. Well, yeah, he had to go to college. But I'm assuming he left around when he was a fucking child. And he's getting married now. And they said 5 years later. So I might have the timelines a little funky. But I think he could have come back. But also, he didn't have to permanently leave. Like he could have come back and visited. And if they, seeing how bad they were, they could have kept bringing them food or something, or set them up or something. Like, I'm fully don't feel bad for Christopher Robin at all. And then there's a whole side story that really doesn't make sense so far. It's a bunch of girls go to a cabin because one of them has a trauma that she's trying to work through. What does this have to do with Piglet and Pooh? So I am now 52 minutes in, and honestly, this does not feel like a Winnie the Pooh. The first 15 minutes did, where it was the 100 Acre Forest, the background story, and Christopher Robin. However, once we got introduced to the second group of people, the girls in the cabin, it more feels like two hillbilly-esque, cannibalistic creatures in costumes hunting down teenage girls. Or they're not teenagers, but girls. That's what it feels like now. They went from a Winnie the Pooh horror movie to just a crazy cabin in the woods with mutants story. I tried to give this movie the benefit of the doubt, but it's like 4 different movies in one, and none of it is cohesive. Like, honestly, I think they should have just made the short film where the 100 Acre Woods friends got abandoned by Christopher Robin. Like, we see him loving them, bringing them food, and growing up, and then him abandoning them, and them have to like find their own resources, and then the cannibalistic shit, and then him coming back, and then them killing him. I think that would have been a great movie, great short film, whatever. But all of this just not good. So we never find out what happened to the rest of the 100 Acre crew. We know that Piglet gets killed later in the movie. Pooh survives. We know that they ate Eeyore, and I'm assuming we're left to assume that they ate the rest. I have no idea. But the movie was terrible. Like I said, the beginning could have been so good, but the rest of the movie was terrible.